First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. We hit 2,000 subscribers today, so that's a nice little milestone, and I'm happy to have everyone along for the ride. So today I thought I would discuss one of my biggest influences, and that is Robert Anton Wilson, a Discordian philosopher and author. Probably most famous for the Illuminatus trilogy, but just a tremendous volume of work and a verifiable genius. Wilson had a hell of a sense of humor, and it shows through everything he wrote, and just one of those special minds that comes along far too rarely. So thinking back, I discovered Wilson. I was about 17. A friend of mine, he turned me on to Wilson. I read the first Illuminatus book, and just it changed me. And that's the effect that Wilson's work has on people. Interestingly enough, I had a pretty sizable collection of Wilson's works, and in my junior year in college, a number of my books turned up missing from my little rental house just off campus. Among those books that disappeared was a 70s edition of Magic and Theory and Practice that I cherished, but also Sex Magicians by Wilson, Cosmic Trigger. I had two different editions of it that disappeared from me, but luckily they didn't get everything. And so today I thought I'd show off some of Wilson's works and maybe turn you on to some things. This was the omnibus of the Illuminatus trilogy that I picked up in the mid 80s. Great book, big old brick of a thing. It is kind of neat when I pulled this off the shelf. This was the bookmark that I had used at the time. The more I play D&D, the more I want to get away from this world. So kind of cute. But yeah, just this was the thing that started it all for me. If you like conspiracies, if you like drug-addled nonsense and surrealistic literature, I recommend it highly. He followed that up with Schrodinger's Cat trilogy. It's another omnibus. And yeah, so if you read this, you're going to want to read this. They're pretty much entwined. My personal favorite of his fiction is Masks of the Illuminati. In this, you have Albert Einstein and James Joyce hanging out and drinking. They run into Aleister Crowley. Loch Ness Monster makes an appearance. And thoughts and ideas from Illuminatus are throughout this, of course. And you also run into characters that are heavily influenced in the next trilogy that I want to show off, the historical Illuminatus Chronicles. Now, these were really kind of hard to come by. And here's The Earth Will Shake, which I bought when it came out. Book 2, The Widow's Son. And then no book 3. I looked and it never came out. And then it did by Rock, but I missed it. And so now it's really hard to get, but my wife tracked it down for me a few years back, so I was finally able to complete that trilogy. And they're just terrific. like I said, if you enjoy the kind of conspiracies, and just a narrative that is intertwined and complex and deeply rooted in philosophy and mysticism and ceremonial magic and the like, well, that's for you. But I think Wilson's greatest impact is in his nonfiction, which sadly I lost quite a bit of it. I remember buying Quantum Psychology and Prometheus Rising about the same time, when I was in college, and just tremendous works if you want to really get your brain thinking. You know, he unlocks and unfolds a lot of the secrets in the way the brain works and how it connects to higher consciousness and your base self. And yeah, it's important works, and I recommend it to anyone. So, again, thank you to all the subscribers out there. 2,000 of you strong. I'll keep trying to deliver interesting content, and we'll see where things head in the future.